It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. Making a three-point turn in the middle of the street because of the road work on Market in Santa Clara. If I turn that way, I can't get where I want to go. Or can I? I don't even know where I'm going. I only know where I've been. Here I go again on my own. Yep. Alright, let's see, where are we? Actually, this way might have been faster anyway, so that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I need to get on to 280. Yeah, I'm going to go straight. Yesterday, opening night in Ice Oasis Saturday Night Beginner League. I remained on the Pharaohs to defend my Stanley Keg title with them, and I got to keep my uniform, my jersey number, my sweater, number 12. And we went out, and the first 2 weeks of this season we have coaches. I won't be there next weekend, so I won't benefit from it, but I will benefit from it. I did benefit from it last night. So we went out and took a 2-0 lead in the second period after a scoreless first period. They got one back in the third, and then we scored right afterward, and we won the game 3-1. The only goal I was on the ice for was that Geico insurance run at the end to make it 3-1. And that was the final, so I was a +1. Not much really to say. This is my first game with, let's see, 9/16 inch cut on my skates instead of ½ inch, and you can tell the difference. It really does bite more. Is it better? I don't know. It definitely feels safer, but I don't know that I necessarily like it. But it's what I have, and that's what I'm going to have to deal with for now. So, all that happened. Whoop-de-doo. And after that, let's see. The second game. The first game, there was so many subs that the subs didn't get to play very much. Because we had coaches, they said only enough subs in a period so we have 10 on a side, and so we ended up with like 13. So then 3 of the subs just wouldn't play that period, and then in the next period the subs would switch, and then those subs that played in the first period would get the second period off, and then 2 other people, because we had 8 of our own players, two of the subs that didn't play in the first period. So basically what that means is a lot of the subs didn't play very much in the game. How about that? Well, a lot of them went home after that game. So in the second game, even with subs, we only had 10 people on a side. So it worked out pretty well. Initially we had 9, but some of the people that were dressing in the locker room were persuaded to come out to give us 10. Also, the team that I subbed on, the black team, didn't have a goalie. Oops. So what happens? Well, typically the team will take one of their defensemen and put him back there, so they have 3 defensemen, so they have 6 skaters, and he doesn't get to any of the cool things that goalies get to do. It's like you pulled the goalie, so he can't freeze the puck, for example, he can't use a goalie stick, and so on. Well, because we had coaches, we had to follow the rules, and the rules say when you don't have a goalie that one of the subs has to be a goalie. So there were 2 subs on the team, because again they had 8 players show up. And so I had to share time in net with the other sub, which isn't my idea of a good time, because even though you can't shoot above the knees when it's not a real goalie out there, it's just not safe. And remember, I'm trying not to have health care this month. I can always Cobra myself in if I have to, but I'm trying not to have health care. So this is something. So it takes a little getting used to, and I've never played imitation goalie in net and in ice before. I've done it in street hockey lots of times. I even played regular goalie in street hockey a few times, because the impression that I received is that I'm pretty good at it. But I don't like it because I play for the fitness, and there's no fitness in standing there waiting for the play to come to you. That's why I'm not a goalie. Oh, you slowed down. Oh, I don't like the looks of this. I don't like the looks of this. You better exit. You better exit. You better exit. Okay, you exited. So I go out there, and they get a breakaway, and they shoot, and I'm completely worthless, and it's 1-0. And then they come in, another breakaway, and they shoot, and I block it. But not with my stick, with my right knee. Because my knee pads, my shin guards, aren't knee pads. They're shin guards. So when I get down on my knee is on the ice, with only a sock protecting it. So when the puck hits me in the knee, it hits me in the knee. So that hurt, and I have a bruise. But goal didn't go in. Puck didn't go in, no goal. Then a little later, they shoot again and score again. So now it's 2-0, and I've given up 2 goals on 3 shots. And they put the other sub in as goalie, and then I go out and skate for a while. Then after about 8 or 9 game minutes, no, it was actually, by now it's the second period, they put me back in as goalie. And now I do a really good job. I don't allow anything, and we come back and make it 3-2 because the other guy let a goal in. So it's now 3-2. Well, I need to think about where I'm going here. I am exiting Meridian if I'm going to Lenardi's. Okay. So then, halfway through the second, they put me back out there, and I'm the goalie for the rest of the second and the first half of the third period. And we take a 4-3 lead, and then I give up a goal on the 5-hole thing. I didn't drop down. I saw the person shooting, and I just didn't drop down. So that was a goal to tie it up at 4. But then not 20 seconds later, we score a goal to take a 5-4 lead, and the coach yells from the bench, "Do you want to come out from net?" And I said, "Yes." So the other sub goes back into the net, and I skate up to play right wing. And about 30 seconds later, we fire the puck in, and they've got it in their own zone. And I go to forecheck, and the guy loses track of where the puck is, and he faces the wrong way because it's a beginner league, and that's what beginners do. And I steal the puck, and I go in and I shoot, and the goalie saves it, but lets out a rebound, and I get the rebound, and I shoot, and I score to make it 6-4. And then I said, well, I guess I might as well be in net again. And they said, what do you mean? I said, I'm a sub. I can only score 1 goal. Put the other sub out there. So I was the goalie for the rest of the game, and I made some more saves, and we won 6-4. So I had a goal. I was a +2, and I had 11 saves on 14 shots in that game, which is kind of neat. And in the first game, I was just a +1. So for the night, I was 1 goal with a +3 and 11 saves and 14 shots. And technically, I got the win because the 5th goal was scored when I was on the ice, and we won 6-4. And if I had given up a goal, then I would have had the game-winning goal because I scored the 6th goal, but I wasn't going to do that. I was more concerned about the team winning. So at any rate, that's your final 6-4. So both teams I played on won, and I'm taking next weekend off because I am going to visit my grandparents in Napa. So I will be back in 2 weeks for more hockey action, and hopefully my team will win without me. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.